Out on the combine today, and we're south and west of Randolph visiting with Duane Aistrope, who farms in this neck of the woods in the Randolph area. Chairman of the Iowa Corn Promotion Board. He's also involved and active in the U.S. Grains Council as well. But we're out on the combine today cutting some soybeans. And Duane, thank you so much for having me out to the farm today.
Hey, no problem, Dean. Glad you're out here and riding around watching me try to combine these flat soybeans.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and take the video camera to the beans right now, but at least you're not alone. There's a lot of this going on in the listening area, and tell the folks why the beans are looking like this.
Well, Dean, we've had so much moisture throughout the summer, and the high winds have taken the crop kind of heavily down. You know, our beans were loaded with beans. And a lot of it is laying flat right now, especially on our bottom ground down here on the river bottoms. But I think we're getting 90% of them to feed in if we combine the right direction. The machines these days, you know, the way they can float on the ground across these muddy conditions, you can set your sensors just about right where you can just float on top of the ground, even though it is very muddy, and get everything fed into the combine. And they get the trash spitted back out, because we have a lot of trash going through the combine right now because the leaves never really got a good chance to fall off while they were standing upright. So the leaves are still laying there with the beans. So there's a lot of trash going through the combine, and it's really dirty behind the combine.
And still early in the process for a lot of folks in terms of getting the harvest out.
Yeah, we're way behind schedule out here in the southwest Iowa. You know, we never got started very early because of our great growing conditions that we had, and then it turned around, and then it turns off muddy, and the beans stay green for a long time. So a lot of places throughout the state are done with soybeans. We're just getting a good handle on getting started here in southwest Iowa.
You're on the Iowa Corn Promotion Board, and you took a trip to China. Tell the folks about your China experience.
Oh, that was a great experience. It was a mission to look at their agriculture. We went to 2 different dairy farms. I was in 2 different cornfields, and I met with a lot of the largest feed processors in China, and it was a very eye-opening experience. I went to the largest ethanol plant. That was really interesting. It's about the size of like Sire ethanol up north here on 29, but they employ 2,800 people. But they provide their own electricity there. They make their electricity with coal, and everything is done right there. So it was. I know Monty Shaw would have a difficult time saying it takes 2,800 people to run an ethanol plant, but everything is done the hard way up there.
Also, your thoughts on the recent agreement between the United States and Canada and Mexico?
Yeah, the what I call the new NAFTA. You know, we're glad that all 3 countries have come together to an agreement on what they should do or want to do. As corn organizations, we haven't got the final nuts and bolts figured out, but we think it's going to be a good agreement. I don't think agriculture was touched that much on the grain side of it. So we're hoping after the Grains Council and the National Corn Growers, they dig through the thousands of pages what's in the agreement and just make sure it's all right for comments. And I think it's going to be a good deal for us here in Iowa and the United States.
Back to China a bit. Are they optimistic about the tariff situation, just like we need to be optimistic as well and hope for the best?
Well, Dean, I'll tell you what, it makes a difference on who you talk to when you was over there. If we was at a state farm, which is run by the government, or if it was run by a private individual, whether it was a feed person, a dairy, a hog operation, or what, the state-run facilities think that United States is all bad, it's all our fault, but your private industry, they want this agreement settled, get these tariffs over with, quit playing tick for tack, because they want our products just as bad as we want them. And they're really wanting to get this over with as quick as possible so they can get back to somewhat of a normalcy there in China on their feeding.
You're involved with the Grains Council as well?
Yes. With the Grains Council, it's a great organization that works promoting corn, barley, and sorghum through all the countries in the world. We've got 10 different offices in 10 different countries, and they promote uses of corn, ethanol, DDGs. DDGs is one of the biggest movers in the foreign market besides our corn, and it opens up a lot of doors. And now ethanol has become a great use. We've been pushing it on the Grains Council side, getting people educated in other countries on how much better ethanol burning fuel, cleaner burning fuel is for the environment and for everything in general.
Duane Aistrope, deeply involved with the Iowa Corn Promotion Board, UCGA as well. Duane, if folks have any questions, you're involved. They can get involved too, can't they?
Oh, you bet. I definitely want anybody that's not a member of Iowa Corn. It's an organization that works for you. We work hard on promoting corn products here, not just in Iowa, United States, but around the world. And to learn more information of what Iowa Corn does for you, go to iowacorn.org.